Today is Sunday, December the 14th. My name is Tom Rigsby. This is your Ready Core Daily Brief. On today's show, real strength isn't loud. It's a quiet decision to keep moving when no one's watching. We'll get to that in just a minute, but first, let's get you up to speed with the latest with the Daily Sit Rep from your RISAT team.
This is your AmCon Daily Sit Rep for December the 14th, 2025. Up first today, severe weather continues to impact regions from the Pacific Northwest, flooding to the Arctic air spreading across the upper and central Midwest. A cold front moving into Montana is expected to bring heavy snow overnight, affecting central and eastern parts of the state. Floodwaters in the Pacific Northwest have caused catastrophic conditions, leading to evacuations and ongoing risks of levee failures and mudslides. Meanwhile, frigid Arctic air is driving dangerous wind chills as low as minus 40 degrees in parts of Montana and the upper Midwest. Conditions are expected to remain hazardous through the weekend, with slippery roads and cold advisories in effect. Residents are urged to stay weather aware and maintain communication with neighbors and local authorities. In other news, the importance of being able to self-rescue remains critical. With increasingly frequent extreme weather events, individuals and families must prioritize preparedness, as government response can be delayed or insufficient. Self-reliance includes having essential safety gear, planning for emergencies, and fostering strong relationships with neighbors who can provide immediate assistance. Being your own first responder can transform a life-threatening situation into a manageable inconvenience. Remember, planning and preparedness save lives. Continuing this theme, knowing your neighbors prior to disasters is vital for community safety and support. Disasters often disrupt professional emergency services, making neighbors the first and most reliable responders. Building relationships allows communities to share resources, offer protection from potential criminal activity, and provide emotional support during crises. Simple steps such as introducing yourself, attending community events, and organizing neighborhood preparedness meetings can strengthen these bonds, improving overall resilience. Shifting focus to civil unrest, there is ongoing potential for protests and conflicts nationwide. Several demonstrations are scheduled for today, including rallies and marches in locations such as Durango, Colorado, Monterey, California, and Kalamazoo, Michigan. Individuals are advised to stay vigilant, maintain situational awareness, and plan safe exit routes when attending public gatherings. Reporting suspicious activity to authorities and RISAT teams helps maintain community safety during this festive season. Today's weather forecast highlights snow concluding across the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic, while lake-effect snow picks up. The Pacific Northwest faces another round of heavy rainfall. Frigid Arctic air mass continues to spread across the eastern U.S., bringing very cold temperatures and dangerous wind chills from the northern plains into the mid-Atlantic through Sunday. Accumulating snow is expected from the Midwest to central Appalachians, with hazardous conditions through the weekend. Residents should prepare for winter driving and plan accordingly. Checking the Ready Core calendar, there are no events scheduled within the next 7 days. Members can access the American Contingency Members-Only site to get the full report and more in-depth analysis of today's stories, along with practical preparedness tips, training opportunities, and resources to help you, your family, and your neighborhood stay crisis ready.
When I think about the word steady, I picture all the small steps that never made the highlight reel. You know, the moments when you do the hard thing simply because it's just the next right thing. No applause, no perfect ending, no Instagram moment, just the steady rhythm of faith, discipline, and love holding it all together. That's the kind of strength that builds families. It sustains communities, and it keeps hope alive during the longest nights. This week we've talked about what steadiness really looks like, how it's less about standing tall and more about standing through. It's showing up when you're tired. It's listening instead of reacting. It's asking for help when really you'd rather not. Those quiet, steady actions don't just keep the world running, they keep you running and grounded. Preparedness at its best is spiritual work disguised as practical action. Every time you refill the water, run a practice drill, check on a neighbor, forgive yourself for yesterday, you're building endurance, patience, connection. Those qualities matter just as much as any skill or supply. And maybe that's what grace really is, not the abundance of struggle, but the steady strength to walk through it with purpose. So today, take a few minutes and reflect on your own small steps this week. What moments kept you moving? Who helped you stay steady? Send them a note. Say thanks. Now, tomorrow we're going to turn the page, start a new week, and we're going to start it in the dark. But before we do, remember, preparedness starts in the heart and shows up in those small steps. Thanks for listening to the AmCon and Ready Core Daily Brief today and all this week. If you're already a member, that's awesome. Don't forget, check out those resources on the Members Only platform. And if you are a Premium Plus or a new member in the last month, Premium Plus new members call is coming up tomorrow night. Don't miss it. If you're not a member yet, you can head over to AmericanContingency.com and join the network to start building real resilience today. I'm Tom Rigsby. Stay alert, stay ready, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow.